All right, everybody, welcome back and thanks for watching. This week on my bourbon journey, I am going back to the classic Jack Daniel's. I'm trying it for the first time, quasi, but I'll tell you about that later. Okay, so if this is your first video here, what I do in this series is, being that I'm not really a whiskey guy, never have been, I wanted to go on this journey. I wanted to get into it. So I started off with a lot of popular bourbons, starting out at the lower proofs, going all the way up to the higher proofs, and I'm sharing with you what I think, my initial reaction. Again, I'm just a newbie in this. I don't know all the terminology and stuff like that. So I just want to let you know what I'm thinking. That's what I'm doing in this series. Now, my mom watched these videos, and one thing she told me is that you ought to do Jack Daniels. So, Mom, this one's for you. Hi, Mom. My mom is a Jack Daniels drinker. She thinks very highly of it. I had Jack Daniels before, but it was probably at least 15 years ago. So I'm going to count that as saying I've never had it. But hey, this is an icon. Sometimes you got to go to the classics. This is the bottle. You've seen this before. One thing that I noticed now that I know more about reading labels is that this is 80 proof. So in case you haven't been watching, the first bourbon I ever tried in my life was the Basil Hayden, 80 proof. Then I did Evan Williams, which is 86. Evan Williams single barrel, 86. Then I did the Eagle Rare, which was 90. So I think this is a good time for me to go back to the 80, go back to the American Classic, see what it's all about. This is a brand new bottle. Let me go ahead and crack this open while I'm talking. Try to, anyway, old number 7. I'm going to let that breathe a little bit and open up while I'm talking. Okay, so it's got a twist top on it, not a cork. Okay, now I know there's a whole big deal about whether Jack Daniel's is really a bourbon, and I know all that, but come on. We're going to put it in here because when you go in a liquor store, it's right on the shelf with all the other bourbon. Jack Daniel's. Here we go. Let's get right to it. Let's go with the smell first. Okay. Something different in here. Something different in here. Something sweeter than in the bourbon. Or maybe I'm tripping. It doesn't have an alcohol smell. It has a real smooth smell to it. Not burning out my nostrils here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the color. Let's see what kind of color we got happening here. Okay. All right, it's been breathing for a second. First time trying Jack Daniels, at least in the last 15 years. Let's see what I think. It's very smooth. It's very smooth. I'm not tasting a lot of I'm not tasting as many flavors as I did in some of the other ones, the bourbons, the Eagle Rare and the Evan Williams. I'm not tasting a lot of the same flavors, but smooth, a little bit of a burn, a teeny tiny bit, smooth. Yeah, sure. It's okay. I mean, all I can tell you, my first reaction is that it doesn't seem to be as balanced, I guess, as some of the bourbons. But it's very smooth. It's very smooth. It finishes easy. Yeah, you could definitely sip this. It just is not as well balanced. It's good. It's good. I'm gonna have to try it. I'm gonna have to try it for a week and see what happens with it. Yeah, you know, I was kind of teasing my mom about that, because I was like, oh, this is what you drink, but yeah, no, I mean, yeah, it's straight. I mean, this is the world leader. This is the world leader. When you think of Jack Daniels, you think America. That's what we do. That's the shit we make good. Liquor, guns, and cigarettes. Don't mess with us. Jack Daniel. Okay, it's good. I know there's a lot of variations, but I mean, yeah, this one's pretty good. It's 80 proof though, so maybe that's why I'm not tasting like as much, you know, flavors and stuff, because it's 80 proof. But it seems like it's something that you could drink a lot of and not have any problems with it. I mean, I got to put it through its paces. That means I'll have to probably, you know, watch some movies or something, chill out with it. But I'll be back. I'll let you know. Thanks for watching. See you next time.